This psalm talks about one of the deepest concepts, the truth on the one hand that God knows everything and knows everything that is going to happen, and a person can't do anything if God doesn't let him. And on the other hand, there's free choice for any human being to do what he wants. And this psalm really captures this very profound idea. It was composed by Adam, as the sages tell us, and of course, King David was the one who composed this psalm, who took Adam's idea and put it into his own words. And the idea of it is that Adam, who was the first human being created from dust, just like God created him with his image, and God was the one who decided how God would be created, so too every human being who descends from Adam, also God decides what they're going to do, and all of their destiny is already predetermined by Hashem. And as we said, although a person definitely has free choice and a person could choose to do wrong, to do right, this is not a contradiction to the fact that God knows everything, and even before we were created, knows everything that we would ever do. And this psalm captures this idea very uniquely. The outline of the psalm is that it starts talking about how God knows everything a person does, and how no one is able to run away from Hashem, since God created a person. And it finishes off with a request that God deal with the wicked people, and he asks that Hashem should examine our deeds, and he should see how we are indeed righteous, and he should lead us in the right path. Lam Natserach David Mizmar, for the conductor by King David, a song. Hashem Chakartani Vateda, God, you have scrutinized me, and you know me, which means that God, despite his knowledge about us, constantly scrutinizes us, tests us, and to see how we will react. Alta Yadaita Shivti Vakumi, you know my sitting up and my sitting down and rising up. Banti Lerei, Banta Lerei Merachik. God knows my thoughts from afar, even before I have those thoughts. God already knows. Archi verivi zerisa, you encompass my routine and my nightly lying down. V'chol deracha iskanta, and you're familiar with all of my ways. Even when a word is not in my tongue, I have not yet spoken it. In Hashem Yadat Chula, God already knows everything that I'm going to speak. Acher v'kedem tzartani, back and front, you have fashioned me, which means that God knows our before and the future. He knows the past and the future. Everything God knows. V'tashas like a pecha, and you've laid your hand upon me. Das mimeni, this knowledge of God is totally concealed from me. Niskava layuchala, it is exalted, and I cannot grasp it. Which, as we explained, this is the paradox between free will and God's knowledge of everything that is going to happen. Anna elich meruchecha, where could I go from your spirit? V'anna mipenecha evrach, and where could I flee from your presence? Imesek shamayim shamata, even if I go to the heaven, you're there. Atzia sho hineka, and if I go to Gehenna, to the lower world, you are there. Esachan fi shachar. Even if I were to develop wings that go as fast as how the light goes up and to make a new day. Eshkena b'achris yom. Even if I would go and dwell all the way in the distant west, still I cannot hide from you. Gam sham yadcha sancheni. Over there also your hand is going to guide every step. V'sechazeni yeminecha, and your right hand is going to grasp me, and the right hand is a symbol of kindness. And even if I would say that the darkness is going to envelop me, it's going to hide me, but no, the night is going to be light for me, and you're gonna be able to see what I do. Even dark does not obscure you from me. And night is luminous as the day. Darkness and light are totally the same. For you have acquired my mind. You fashioned me in my mother's womb. I am going to thank you. Al-ki narais niflasi, as I am fashioned in such a wondrous way that the way the anatomy of a person is so complex and so amazing. Your works are wondrous, and my soul knows this well. My physical structure was not hidden from you, Asher Seisa V'Seisa, when I was created in secret. Rukamti B'Sachtiya Sa'aretz, which I was put together in the lowest part of the earth, which refers to the lowest part of the mother's womb. Kol Miro Enecha, you saw with your eyes when my form was unshaped, when I was just conceived. Al Sivrecha Kulam Yikasevu. This long process from when the baby is just in an unshaped form. Al Sivrecha Kulam Yikasevu, they're all in your book. They're recorded. That it's obvious that this whole process from when the fertilized egg becomes a baby, it's all a very apparent to God how this process will be. Yom Mitzaru, and although it takes many days or it could take years till a baby grows, Mehem, and to Hashem, they are all one, and meaning that to him it's as if they're all happening in one day. He doesn't see the complexity of the process. To him, it's all one simple thing. Li, and to me, Mayakru Reacha Kel, how precious are your dear ones, how precious are the righteous people of every generation, which are few, and God has spread them out. Ma'atzmur Hashem, how great are their leaders. Espre Michol Yirbun, if I would count them, their righteous actions, they would outnumber the grains of sand. I've arrived at the end of the creation of man to the last generation, and I still remain faithful with you. If only God you could slay the wicked. And you could remove the men of blood, the people who want to murder, want to hurt us. those who use your name for their wicked actions. Nasu lashav orecha, those who take your name in vain, which orecha refers to your enemies who take your name in vain. The ones who hate you, God, I hate. And the ones that rise up against you, I quarrel with. I despise them with the utmost hate. And I regard them as my enemies. God, you should search me and you should know my heart, and you would see that I'm pure, and I put my faith in you. Test me and see my thoughts, and see that I'm pure with you. And see if I have something which distresses you. And please lead me in the way of eternity.